that we have the top surface prepared to accept the top piece, in other words it's all flat and level, we're going to go ahead and glue that on. So, take my woodworking glue, put a bead across the top, spread it out so I get nice contact all the way around. It's also helpful to have a wet rag handy. Okay, here's our top. Get this on, and it's just slightly oversized, so you should have a little bit of this top piece hanging over on all sides. So it'll slide around a little bit at first until glue starts to grab. And we're going to use tape again to start with. I like to go around and get all the corners first to make sure I have some overlap on all sides. Inches or so. Usually adequate. This strapping tape again is nice because you can really tug on it and it won't break. Once you've got it well taped, make sure you have a nice flat level surface, and you can invert the box, set it down, and take a scrap piece of wood and put it on the bottom here, and then we just want to put some weight on top here. So go to get your spare little piece of railroad tie, I'm sure you all have one, and set it right on top. If you don't happen to have this, lots of things you can do. You can take a box and put books in it. You can put a sack of flour on top. You can put some, a big thing of water on top. Anything with a little weight that'll sit on top here, and let that dry for half an hour to an hour. Okay, so now that we have our top glued on, we need to clean this box up. So you can see we have some glue that we need to clean off, some overhang here that we need to trim down, and the way that you want to do that is there's a variety of tools you can use. You can use a hand plane to take down some of these bigger overhangs. A random orbital sander is a great tool to clean all this stuff up here. You can use a sanding block if you don't have a random orbital sander. Just glue some 100 grit on a block. You can use that same block you use to flatten your top as well. And after you've done all that, you might find some small gaps in some of these seams. Here's one here that it may be hard to see in this video, but if you do see any gaps like that, you can just put a little wood filler in there, let that dry, and then you're going to give everything a final sanding with as fine a sandpaper as you want to go. 180 is plenty fine, but you can go up to 220 or even 320 if you want. And then you want to get it so it looks like this. Everything's nice and flush. I've rounded over the corners a little bit. It's nice to round over the corners on the top. It's not such a sharp striking surface when you're playing. Don't forget to hit the bottom too. It's nice if you can level this out as much as you can. And I even round over these corners here as well. You know, spend some time doing some sanding. Make it nice and smooth. It'll make for an instrument that people enjoy holding and enjoy playing, even though maybe your coworkers don't enjoy all your playing, but maybe they do.